as a dissertation of all the nonsense we talk about all day, and
Word.
give it up, so people can like tune out. Nah, I'm just kidding. Tune back, tune in. But yes, we have ONYX today, and as promised, we have an album.
Yes.
Listening party.
New album on the way.
How many songs did Rod Templeton write?
Unfortunately, 0 this time. But yeah, new album definitely on the way. It's gonna be all platforms February 18th. I also got some very talented friends with me in the room.
Yes,
Introduce yourself.
It's your boy SHUA here.
Hello, my name is EKUA.
Okay. And
We got Essence
Essence
also in the
back.
room.
Yeah,
You know,
camera,
right there.
camera duty.
yeah, shout out to Essence. I also want to shout out a couple other homies that's on the project, but they weren't able to make it. Shout out Deja LaFFEYETT. Shout out to Symphony. Shout out to my brother Avo. Shout out to Schizo Love Heart. And shout out to Wizardry.
That's a full staff right there, man.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Definitely had to type in for the homies to help me put this project
So
together.
before we get started, like, give everybody like your motivation for putting out this album.
Alright, I feel like the original idea came to me probably about, I want to say springtime coming in the summer. I had an idea for one to make like I don't want to say a play, but kind of make like an album that has like a storyline or like a concept.
Sure.
But at the time period, I really didn't have like the tools or really know the direction I wanted to go. And then I want to say one of the homies had sent me a beat. And one of the first songs I made for the project was Luna's Whisper. And that's, once I had that, I kind of built the idea of the structure around it. And basically the concept for the album, it's a love story. And a lot of the songs is like written like a love story. So I kind of wanted it to play into that tie, February, love,
Okay.
Also, it's not only about like love for like a person, but also love for a passion. And I kind of wanted to use that duality and tie and kind of just make an album about just my love for what I do.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. And okay, so the one of the most captivating things about the visual is like the album cover itself.
Yeah.
How I'm staring at it. At first it gave me Icarus vibes, and then it gave me Get Off Me Pegasus vibes. You know what I'm saying? Because you see the bird, like the bird the guy as well. So the idea. So tell us what's up with the name. So where'd you come up? What is the symbolism behind The Boy Who Fell?
So the symbolism behind it, I kind of like to try to find words that kind of will hook the audience. So I'm kind of like, what would be a good title that represents what this album is about, but also make a person that reads it want to like pick it up.
Right.
So me, I love to read, and I be like reading a lot of books, and I feel like that's in the way that like grabs my attention when I pick the book. I'm like, this sounds like a good title. I want to check it out.
Right.
So The Boy Who Fell, I felt like when a person like heard that title, they want to know why did he fall. Who's the boy, and kind of give more context to it.
Exactly.
So I feel like it's like a good hook to kind of pull people into the world of what I was trying to create for the audience.
You have such a strong command of how your brain works, and that you are able to not only put out the output that you do, but take your time and produce something of, not to say that the other cats who are just like on some street, it's not substantial, but your work is very substantial. Like I said, you want literary themes in it, and you want to, not put out the same type of song again and again. That's cool if that's your lane, but like, this young man is different.
You definitely gotta have fun with it, and I just really wanted it, even the music to reflect that. Like, of course, I got like some good raps for the people who enjoy the raps, but I wanted to make something that's melodic and try to have a little something for everyone, but also still keeping tied to what the concept is.
Got it. That's what's up.
How far out territorial is your fan base, do you reckon, at this point?
Honestly, I have no idea. I really don't be keeping track too much about it. I just be trying to just like focus on making it work, and then just appreciating the people who tapped in as they do. A little bit every once in a while, I kind of check where my streams and stuff is pulling from, and I feel like a large amount of my fans is definitely on the East Coast. So it's kind of all over, but I feel like it's more centrally focused on the East Coast.
Because that's one of the craziest things, especially, if Spotify ain't fronting and they show you those stream statistics, it's like, how did somebody in Beijing hear this, right? But it's
like
cool,
that.
I dig it, yeah.
It might not be like 1,000 people, but even 5 people, it's crazy to see like, over different places in the world, and the power of like, how crazy it is.
You gotta think like you're broadcasting all over now, social media. It's like, besides the limitations that they're trying to put on the streams, you know what I'm saying, the guard dogging and all that other stuff, what they call the shadow banning and all that other stuff.
Right.
That comes with there's certain things, there's certain things get through there, certain get through there, like sperm cells, they get through there somehow. And you just gotta keep trying, gotta keep putting it out there, keep putting out content, keep flooding the market with what you have when it comes to this, because they are trying to block positivity.
That's a fact.
And that's not even us just, hating it. That's a fact. They're blocking things that are positive. They're blocking that type of, attention, to things that are, more spiritual, more grounded, that can keep us, set forth on this path of destruction. Prove that the more we focus and the more we fight, the more we get over that. Because it all comes back around. It's coming back around now. Even the focus on upstate New York, artists.
There's so many talented artists.
And it's cliche now to say it. Because when people are, where I go out and they're like, yeah, well, how are the artists in Rochester? Well, yeah, I'm always hearing about Rochester artists. I hear that everywhere. I'm always hearing about Rochester artists. Well, don't just hear about it. Go experience it. Go check it out. Right? Don't just hear it secondhand. Come check it out. Because it's right there in front of you. It's like everything else. It's right there. And so, don't be afraid of it. It ain't all gang culture up here. I don't know why they think that. Everybody think it's gang culture. We chilling. We
not as violent as you think.
Right,
we good people.
chilling.
We got good food.
And
good vibes.
And so, and with that being said, like I said in the post, a very thoughtful and thought-felt album.
I appreciate
from what I've heard so far. Let us get into that, man. So I wanted to set people in the mood, what
you're gonna make Cello bust out a dictionary. God, this is actually a sad day. You making this man think over here.
Yes, I will allow him to speak today. Let's go, people.
Which track we starting with?
Actually, it's on you. Which one you want?
It's on me. Alright, we're gonna start with that. We're gonna start with Traffic Jam.
Watch it, that's the one.
Shout out to my brother Schizo Love Heart for producing the beat.
Hey, that's good.
Featuring SHUA.
Yeah, it's live, right? Yeah, I said, I'm at a red light, stuck in the gym again, still like a mannequin. Open my little green light, gon' shine like a lamp again. I go when I can again, I'm free and I'm dashing. No fears in me crashing out if I do it with a passion with. You ask when I'm magic with, you said running back again. The summer go by, you switching sides and I'm back again. My back on these butter seats, relaxing my luxury. Split hitting lovely, my lady, she love me. She told me we good, I know. The rest of them plucking me, tucking in gym again. Still like a mannequin. Made it this far, off the love tomorrow. Never was promised, the moment was all it was. Holding it like a grudge, holding it just because. Better off letting go, my habit with every tug. Imagine it's never ended, ever keeping in touch. Language I speak of us, aiming, keeping up my life. Put on the canvas, the angles we seen enough. Shoot it in the clutch, I'm suited, what's in the cup. Tell God to turn me up.
Tell us, get into this, man. Tell us how that came about. That sample's crazy. Just tell us how y'all got into that. How this song came to being.
Alright, yeah, Schizo definitely sent me the beat. He sent me a couple beats. He always sends me beats. That's why I gotta shout him out, because almost every week he sent me like 5 beats or something, so I just be having stuff to go through. Right. And when I was in the process of building this project, I was sitting on it for a minute. I wrote a couple different verses, but none of them I felt fit at the time. And then I finally wrote my verse. And then I heard SHUA on it, because he's like usually my go-to partner whenever I'm making music. I'm like, bro, I know you could like slide on this. And I didn't really give him context to it. Right. But it's funny enough that whenever I like send him a song, he usually like, I don't know if we like mentally be tapped in, but his version just be mirroring where I be going. Yeah. So like I just sent it to him and then he just did what he did.
Yeah, I tell my brother all the time, like we like Vegeta and Goku. It's like he always know I'm gonna come through. So when he sent it to me, I'm like, yo, bro, who made this beat? And he was like, Schizo made it. I'm like, okay, I see what Schizo was aiming for. So, like you said, he didn't give me like a title or a theme to go to, but just Traffic Jam itself. And when he sent the beat, it just said Traffic Jam. So I'm like, okay, I know which direction he wants me to go in. So let me take it there. I sent it to him, and the beat was literally only like what? Like 2 minutes?
Yeah, like
2 minutes and some change. So I'm like, okay, it's enough time for me to write something and then have him slide on. It's like Vegeta and Goku. That's the best way I can describe it.
That's what's up. It's so like you said, like basically the lyrics set the mood for basically I mean the beat set the
Yeah.
for the lyrics. So
Yeah.
it's a fire sample. Really, it's a colorful but fire sample. I like
Yeah.
that. I like that.
It felt like something that you would listen to on the drive, so that's kind of also where like the traffic jam reference came from. Because it felt like something.
Yeah, it does.
Like you just,
It sounds metro.
Yeah.
Metro. It sounds real metro.
Yeah.
I like that. So we'll get into the next joint.
We could run code 333.
Okay.
This one is featuring Deja LaFFEYETT. Again, I want to shout out all the good listeners who might be listening to this across the great Rochester area, across the, globe and all that.
About you, on any given day, I cannot go without you. Definitely be the days where we be beefing, I'll be shouting. Eventually be dead, it causes us against the problem. Tell me what you see. Honestly, you came into my life right when I need it. Real love, tough love, you really made me see it. Even when it's uncomfortable that we can oversee it. And I truly believe that every day you choose to love me. A third time's a charm, they say. Had given up on love almost all the way. Learning that everybody is not the same, yeah. Intergalactic love, erratic passion love. See people showing our actions love, happy love. Reassurance, endearment, trapped in these 333s. I hope you look into the sky or in another world you still see me.
Wow.
What do they have to do with love? Oh, I was just thinking that they might help you to understand how your capacity for love grows and develops just as you grow and develop. Here, look at this one.
Yes, we're back at the Lafayette Cafe, and that was a joint from our man Kai ONYX featuring Deja, and it's called Code 33.
One of the things that is so dope about you and your ilk, Do, Yogi, etc., Bravo, you guys are writing like complete songs. I got nothing against throwing on like a grimy loop and then just spitting 2 verses, but it seems like some rappers, that's it, and that's the project. It'll be 2 verses, guest verse, barely a hook, soprano sample. I'm gonna get some people mad at me about that. No offense to anybody who has used so many soprano samples in their work. You now just need to listen to that. You don't even need to watch The Sopranos anymore. What type of songs give you the influence or impetus to say, I would like something melodic here, I would like a female singing, a male singing.
Word.
This lends itself to be something better than just rapping.
Word. Honestly, it just comes to me being a fan just of music and just being a music nerd. I just listen to music in my spare time, even when it's not myself. And honestly, whenever I'm crafting a song, I really be tired of hearing myself sometimes. So I'll be like wanting somebody else to come bless the track, and then me just being a fan, I kind of just be thinking of who like cadence or voice can I hear on certain tracks, and like, think about the production. And then I got a bunch of talented friends, so I just hit them up like, hey guys, I got this track. And then sometimes they hit me back, sometimes it doesn't work, but really I kind of just try to picture who I can hear on the track.
For sure.
Can I do a brief commercial break? Alright, so if y'all enjoying what y'all hearing so far, February 15th, make sure y'all pop out at Bar Bad Ending. I'm going to be playing the album in its entirety. Y'all can come out. Also, I got some very talented friends who's going to grace the stage with me. February 15th, 7 o'clock, Bar Bad Ending. Make sure y'all tap in. I guess the verse initially for itself, I kind of wanted each song to kind of mirror a different phase in, like, I guess a relationship, you would say.
Sure.
So there's like the happy parts, the sad parts, the heartbreak, and kind of like me chasing your dreams, just the same kind of relationship. So I reached out to a couple of the homies, and I really wanted to get more of the female perspective on a lot of the songs, especially to mirror what I'm talking about for like the relationship perspective. I feel like it would be good to have that balance.
Right.
So I had sent her the verse and the hook that I had. I really didn't know what she wrote for it, and then again, the universe and the stars been aligning, because it's like, I don't really tell them what to write or give them no context. I kind of just send them the beat, and then they just usually come back with something that's really like, what I would ask them to write without asking them for it, it's just like they end up doing it. So I'm just grateful that they even be tapped in on the same frequency to match the song.
It's mixed
ALX,
really well too. Kind of, the fidelity is very clean.
I want to shout out Tyler for Musa. The
Yeah.
studio is here. He helped mix and master all the songs. So big shout out to Tyler.
Runs very clean.
Say A likes B alike because they see alike.
Word.
All right, so let's get into the next joint.
Can we run that for the love?
Personally, this is one of my favorites because I produced it.
Uh-oh.
Produced by SHUA.
Yeah,
Produced
yeah.
by SHUA. Let's go, y'all.
Also, this is on all streaming platforms. It's the only one that's actually on all platforms. The rest of the project, y'all can wait till February 18th.
Okay, let's go.
Another glimpse from the soul. Yo. Your boy fell, was it love? Guess the timing was wrong. Writing my own, the moonlight guided me home. Paper trail, know it well, not a line on my phone. Number to call, my last one wrote it in stone. Baby, we grown, the past dead, left it alone. Out of reach, came here, passed the message along. Feeling like a dog year, give my ego a bone. A lot to atone, the blessing coming, yeah.
Wait to listen on February 15th at Bar Got Ended at 7 p.m.
That guy's always been on. That's the way you do it. That's the way you do it.
I'm like a color you never seen. Cold rain, giant hook, stepping on everything. Shades of blue nose, paper trail to the evergreen. Black man, I'm cooking soul like Beverly. Indigo clouds in the sky, fake memories. White sage, this chrome heart, not a staple piece. God made, I paint my passion like burgundy. Mundane beige, shit is cute.
Now once again, ONYX. Tell us a little bit more about that one, man.
I want to shout out to my brother SHUA again, who made the production. SHUA, you want to let him know the thought process and the sample used. And
You don't got a sample snitch, but yeah,
yeah,
cool about that.
sauce, but, you know,
To be honest, I don't remember the name of the sample, but Kai he was telling me that.
Glad
Yeah,
I'm the one that do that.
A very politically correct answer.
he said he had a pool of samples to just send me, so I get the text. He sent me just a whole bunch of samples, and like they were like recent samples, but like they sound like old school samples. So I'm like, okay, this is my steez. I know where to go with this. So I'm just listening. I'm sitting on the bed. I'm going through like different sounds because the way that I sample, I like to listen to like specific like runs and riffs from the artist. Right. So I took that. That was more of like a jazzy feeling. Like so I took it and I just like I heard it. I'm like, this is Kai. And the only thing that I added to that was just I sampled it and then I resampled it again. And just the bass line, that's it. No drums or anything. It's just that's.
Whereas some cats like drum.
Yeah.
You let it ride. That was dope. That was since we realized that you do produce music, we can't let you come in without you telling us exactly the DAWs you use, the equipment that
Of course,
let them know.
Of course.
You gotta break it down for us, for every producer.
I got you. So I'm not gonna lie, I'm an MPC user.
Sure.
I love MPC. I started off like my first original beat that I made was in FL Studio, but at the time that was around like 2020. I didn't really like the sound that FL was producing, and don't get me wrong, FL is beautiful now, because it's changed and it's evolved over the years.
I don't really mess with it too much. So.
To me, it gave like a digital sound, and like I grew up in the '90s. I like a vintage sound.
Like that, like that warm feeling.
Yeah, exactly. That's the warm feeling. You feel me? So NBC has that, and once I got my first NBC, I fell in love with it. I fell in love with the process, and I challenged myself actually making that beat. I'm so used to using the hardware, but my homeboy James, shout out to Brandis, he always uses the software, and I'm not really like I'm good with I'm hands-on good with recording audios, but actually making a beat inside. I was just so used to the hardware, so I'm like, you know what? Let me challenge myself. Did that completely on the software, and that was the result of it. And
so that was your first straight MIDI software joint?
First straight.
Oh, okay. That's what's up. Because I know it took me a while to switch over to that too, because I would play off of Roland XP, workstation. I had all the sound cards in it, any sound I wanted. I didn't have to go over here, so but once you got get into the age, turn over, so it made it easier though, I ain't gonna lie, it's a lot easier.
It's a lot easier, it's more hands-on, and I have the Akai MPC key 37, so like it allows me to just play keys and do the pad and just do everything I need to do, so I love it. Shout out to Akai.
Do you have placements of a note coming up that you want to give a shout out now?
I'm working on a project right now called Soul Chronicles EP2.
Nice.
I dropped Soul Chronicles EP1 back on my birthday, September 13th, which was actually the day that we had, I think it was our third or fourth Cloud Lounge. So that was dropped back out in September, but I don't have a set date for this new one, but just be on the lookout for that. And I'm also dropping a project called Rounding around May, around my baby girl's due date.
Okay,
Hey,
congratulations.
Congratulations.
If MCs want to hit you up for production, where do they go? What do they do?
You can honestly take my email down at iconmade13@gmail.com, or if you use socials, you could hit me at _SHUA Bay on Instagram. Those are really the main sources that I use. It's my email and Instagram. So if you got that, just give me a shout out.
Make sure y'all tap in, man.
Yes, that's what's up. And I never skip a chance to play the producer shout out in this place.
Or
Okay. Well, back to the album, man. Yo, what you want to do next? We got.
No, shout out to them because they primarily a punk rock joint, but
Yeah.
I hope this is successful and I hope
Yeah.
they invite you guys back.
Yeah, I want to really shout them out though because that's usually the place where we host the Cloud Lounge experiences,
Yeah.
and that's one of the venues in the city who's always showed us love, nothing but good vibes.
I was just wondering if that's what the same
Shout out
place
to
is.
them.
Yeah, so of course, yeah, because you guys been doing that for a while now, right?
Since June, June or July.
Okay, that's what's up. That's
So
what's up.
you've met Hunter and Cass and all them? They work the bar in the grill. I don't know if you're dealing with them.
I don't know them by name, but
Okay.
more than likely, yeah. Everyone's there, like lovely people though.
For sure, yeah,
They've
for
all
sure.
thrown Danny K out at once.
Yeah.
Well, how am I
Yeah.
sober and getting kicked out of more bars now than I did when I was drunk?
Alright, you said next
You're
track?
honest now.
We got Luna's Whisper.
Yes.
Alright, this one is Luna's Whisper featuring EKUA, produced by SHUA.
I love the name of that too.
Particularly about picking up patterns in everything, picking up patterns in nature. Just the vaguest sense.
I'm on the moon, buzzing all through my thoughts. We on the move, it come in twos. Yeah. Pretty lady sing my favorite song, my story tell it well. Deep inhale, breathing out of love. I hope it never fail. Tooth and nail, tapping in, it's getting cold. I've been loving on myself, back again, different modes. Still I rose, mind on the future, what's forever, where we go. Mind in the loop, round and round, here it go. Man on his job, every stride getting close. Times where it go, I see the tide getting close. I'm dripping out as lost as I thought, you know the rules.
Looking down from the stars, they align. On my way and I'm taking my time. Spaceships sail the sea through the night, moving faster than the speed of light. To the jump, never asking how high. If it's love when you ask, then I might tell the story of my path. If you meet me on the moon.
And much happier and much freer, and I love everything.
I like that one. I ain't gonna lie, I like that. While I was editing, I was listening to that one because I mean the name, like you said, we do things with like the names are catchy.
Word.
So that was one that caught me.
I appreciate that,
And
man.
as I listened to it, I'm like, yo, this is like crazy melodic, right? Yeah, this is
really what it would sound like.
right. So it's like, wow, this is so dope right here. And it's like, for me, this song kind of sets the mood for the listening pleasure of the album.
Word.
I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about how this happened.
So he sent me a beat pack. Once I heard the beat, I kind of knew I wanted to do something. I had it for like probably 3 months even before I started working on the project, but I just really couldn't find a verse or really what I wanted to do with the song. So it took me just like writing a couple different verses, and I'm like, nah, this not it. Like I knew the beat was fire the second I heard it. And then once I finally penned the verse, I knew I wanted to have somebody sing on it.
Right.
So like I was like, I know EKUA was gonna definitely bless the track, so I had messaged her to see if she would be down and interested.
Okay.
And then for me, I feel like Luna is like kind of like a theme that I have throughout my projects. I'm a Cancer, so I feel like the moon is just like something that's pretty that inspires me a lot in my work.
Right.
So I kind of wanted to like parallel that with the like the music and everything. So that's kind of like the idea and stuff came from.
Okay, so how did you guys meet?
Open mics, I
Open
believe
mics.
the French Quarter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, the first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Kai sent the beat over, and I feel it tells a story, and he's very great at articulating his words. It paints a picture. It's almost like immersive, you know, it's an experience. And I'm also a moon child, I'm also a Cancer. So
Okay.
I leaned into that a bit more. It felt very out of this world. It felt very extraterrestrial. It felt like a journey to the moon.
Okay, so did that, because you guys are both like Cancers, was that the reason for the name of the song, or did it just happen to be that way?
Honestly, I feel like it's one of those, again, unintentional things.
Serious, I mean,
Because I'm like, I had the title of the song when I like sent it over to her, and then like afterwards I was like, oh, it just makes the most sense for
This album has a certain frequency. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So,
I feel like a lot of the music wrote itself. That's
Yeah.
kind of what I see.
Yeah.
Like I really
right.
like.
You know, they say like certain objects from back in the day were made and created with frequency.
Word.
And inside it's so I believe that this album basically created
Word.
frequency.
I appreciate that, man, for sure.
That's so dope.
Definitely love this stuff.
Again, shout out to SHUA, you know what I'm saying, produced.
You're back there like, whoa, okay, like the future is secure, everybody. Like we was wondering what the the younger people had, for us. So this show, I'm not gonna lie to you, this show kinda like, we're in our, uppers. You might be
Downers.
older than me.
Your mother. Oh, Lord. Dig that hole.
But we might, and so we listen to what we not basically cater to, but we draw to what we were familiar with. And so when we decided to like take a little thought process, read our thought process of like the coming up. You kids are like us, because when we were younger, there was a mainstream of trash that was just out there that we had to like get away from it and try to filter our way out of. And the same thing is happening right now. I'm not gonna say everything is trash, but I'm gonna say
I see y'all, this will be an astute comment. I see y'all as kind of like your own Gen Z version of the Soulquarians, where you would have the Roots, you would have Talib and his more lucid moments, Common, but then you would have Jill Scott and Angie Stone and
Mos
Erykah
Def.
Badu, Dwele, right, yeah. Because I know y'all be messing with the live instruments too, which is super important, right?
And I feel like it's like a whole renaissance in the city where it's like a whole
Yeah.
resurgence of that kind of music, to where it's like not only just everyone who's in this room, but I feel like if you go to any show that's a hip hop show right now in the city, you're gonna find at least 1 or 2 artists that are really doing it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you are. You definitely are. And like when he said like Soulquarians, it goes even back further than Soulquarians with you guys. It's more like how Tribe, say the Native Tongue came out.
The Native Tongues,
They were definitely on their own thing. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't have to walk in with the gold chains and all of that, because we're beyond just trying to this is not my riches is not for you to understand.
But now larger
this is
than
my
that,
talent.
because y'all have more
Yes.
numbers than
Definitely larger than that. You know what I'm saying? Because that stuff is already played out in your heads already before y'all even got started. You know what I'm saying? So that's the good thing. You know what I'm saying? Because if it's not played out, then
I'm one to say all the time, like, I enjoy being a student.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, I'm always a student, but we just at that age now where it's like, let the students be the teachers.
That's right.
You feel me?
That's
It's
right.
it's always gonna
That's
be
right.
like that, it's just evolution.
I had a long, like almost 2-hour conversation with MF Scum yesterday, and
Shout out to Scum.
Shout out to Scum.
Shout out to Scum.
and definitely I was reminding him that at one time he was the younger guy, and now that he sees himself like, I'm like, these guys see me as like the older cat, like I'm like, yeah, it does happen, it happens real quick.
Yeah.
So I'm saying this to you guys, like there's a generation coming behind y'all that y'all have to inspire, that y'all are inspiring, and keep up the good work, man, because this is beautiful. This is beautiful to see that this can still transcend through all this time.
And y'all are defining your success on your own terms.